Here are the tests on my 2012 Project Source High Efficiency Toilet. It is set to the water line on the original flush valve and using the original flapper. So let's give this a flush and see how it does on tests. The flush pretty much seems like every other generic 1.28 gallon toilet. First, let's see if it can take a washcloth. Most toilets can pass this. I'm pretty sure it will pass. Did perfectly. Now let's see if it can take a grocery bag. I really don't know how this will do, since short flushing toilets don't tend to do too well with grocery bags. Not perfect, but it did all right. Now let's see if it can take the washcloth and the grocery bag together. I kind of think it might have a chance if I were to hold the handle, but I'm not, so I think it will clog. Well, that's a clog. I'm going to give it a second flush. And a third. I guess this is a half tank. I'd call that a pass, maybe a half pass. It didn't overflow, that's for sure. Let's try the washcloth and the grocery bag again, just to see if I can make it do any better. Gotta get some water on that so it's not just a big mass floating on the surface. So it actually gives it a chance. I do this with all the toilets. It seems like every time I do a second try, no matter what the toilet is, it always does worse. I don't know why that is, but the tank is practically full, so I'm going to empty the rest of the water out, see if it can pass it. Looks like it's going. It still took it through without any help. Now let's see if it can take a dish towel. I'm going to put it in sideways like that, because otherwise it would just be angled. And it kind of is because the water level is so low, but I think it'll clog. It didn't even have enough of a flush to push it into the trapway opening. That's pretty sad. I'm going to add some more water back to the bowl, and I'm going to put it closer to the middle. There we go. If it doesn't take that at least to the opening, that's really pathetic. I'm gonna try it like this. I think it'll pass like that, honestly. It struggled, that's for sure, but it took it through. Now let's see how it flushes with a clogged siphon jet. Considering the lack of flushing power from the rim, I'm guessing it will do basically nothing. Also, another thing is the flapper is one of those with a little hole in the front of it, so if I do a press and release flush, it'll flush for like a couple seconds and then close. So I'm gonna hold the handle for this one. It didn't really do much except make weird bubbling noises and swirl around. Since the flush valve or the overflow top is so low down in the tank, I'm going to fill the tank all the way up and I'm going to hold the handle again and see how that does. Clearly it's not going to do anything no matter how long the flapper stays up. And it's still open, actually. So that was uneventful. Now let's see if it can flush dirt. It's coating the rim real nicely. I think this toilet has very bad bowl rinse, and this test is going to make me want to smash it. Well, the bowl rinse is very weak. It did take most of it, except the bowl clearance is kind of bad. But maybe the bowl clearance is bad because it took so long to get off the rim, and I am literally surrounded by mosquitoes right now. So anyway, it looks like the rinse could be a little bit better. They definitely improved that with the later models. I'm kind of just hopping around right now to keep those bugs off me. But the rinse looks okay. It looks usable. Maybe if I increase the water consumption, it would do a bit better. I mean, obviously that's the case for every toilet. So I think I still am going to sell this one. I'm going to restore it because that's not really bad enough to smash, especially when I can raise the water level. So I'm going to give it another flush and see if it can take the rest of that stuff. Yep, an increased water consumption should do the trick. But anyway, that is about all I have for you now. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps my channel a lot and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching and see you guys in the next video.